What is going on, guys? Shadow870 here, and I'm bringing you another episode in CoD Breakdown where I basically tell you guys how to use a perk or equipment or a gun or whatever it is, and I tell you its strengths and weaknesses and what I like and don't like about it and how you should use it. Now today, it's a perk. The first one was a gun. Today I'm doing a perk, and the perk is Engineer. Now, what does Engineer do? Obviously, is the first thing you want to answer when looking at a perk. And I think that is obvious. You are able to see equipment highlighted red in areas and rooms and whatnot. See it before it kills you, unlike that death right there. Don't pay attention to that, but see it before it kills you, see it before you get in trouble, know where enemy equipment is and everything. And also you're able to reroll care packages, which is basically like you have a second chance on care packages. If you don't like a guardian that you get with a care package, you can always change it. You know, if you don't like the perk that you get, then just change it. You know, that's what you're able to do. And one of my favorite things about Engineer is that it's so useful in this game. And it's so useful in this series, but more in this game. Does anybody remember SitRep Pro? Of course you do. Everybody remembers SitRep Pro. It was one of the hardest perks that I've personally had to try to get Pro. I don't think I ever did get a Pro in Modern Warfare 3, but it still was useful because even though not everyone used equipment, some people did, and when you had that opportunity to see it before it killed you. Now, it's extremely useful in Black Ops 2. You guys will see in almost every one of my regular gameplays that I am using Engineer because it's that useful. This guy is amazing. Sorry. It is so useful in Black Ops 2. I mean, every single, I'm not going to say every single, you never want to guarantee anything, but I want to say about 97% of the population of Black Ops 2 uses some form of Betty, Shock Charge, Claymore, anything. Even Sentry Guns, Guardians, anything that you can see with Engineer. 97% of the population uses it. Surprisingly, and I don't mean this to brag or anything, but I don't. I use Black Ops. I use the anti-equipment stuff because I never find use with equipment that much anyways. Never have, never will probably. But you know, still some people do, so I'm not gonna sit there and bring them down. I mean, just look at this. In this game, I picked this game for a reason. And the reason I picked this game is because there's so much equipment. I was literally in the free-for-all lobby expressing how surprised I am to see all of the equipment in this game. I mean, these guys were there was so much freaking equipment. I couldn't even believe it. I was like, oh my gosh. I'm getting 50 points left and right because these guys are just throwing down equipment left and right, you know? I mean, it's amazing how much Black Ops 2 has altered, you know? I don't even know why people use equipment so much. You can't say it's because of the small maps. That means nothing. Just because, you know, you're playing on a small map, all of a sudden, oh shit, I gotta use equipment? No. I guess it's because the equipment are so overpowered. Look at the shock charge, you know? Someone steps near it. Someone even steps in the radius of, like, 2 rooms of it, and all of a sudden, bam, explodes, and you're automatically dead. Like, no matter what, you're just immediately dead. You have no chance to live. The thing just, when it explodes, they know it goes off, and you're screwed. You're screwed big time. The Betty's a little bit easier to dodge, still overpowered. The Betty, you know, you can, you know, crouch down, and it won't kill you, and, you know, that's the obvious thing about it. But if you don't crouch down, if you're distracted, or if you're just an idiot, you're gonna die, and you're gonna die really fast. I mean, that thing kills in one hit. Back in Modern Warfare 3, the Bettys didn't kill that many hits. Bettys, I mean, it did a significant amount of damage, but it never killed in one hit all the time. It was basically, the closer you are, the better. And that's why no one used Bettys, and the shock charges never existed until now. Claymores have always been here and there. People are still using them the same amount. People are still occasionally putting a Claymore down, but I mean, you guys just see the same combination in this game over and over again. You know, someone's got 2 shock charges and a Betty down, 2 Bettys and a shock charge down. You know, a Betty and a shock charge here, shock charge and a Betty there. You know, it's just all over the freaking place. And it's so freaking much. And some people are even using riot shields, and if they place them down, you can see that too. Now this, hold on, just everyone stop real fast about the Dragonfire. For when I use it, I am the worst person in the world to use Dragonfire. If you're playing a game and I'm in it, and you're like, alright, Shadow, come get this Dragonfire, I'm gonna say hell no, because I suck with freaking Dragonfires. I actually seen some tip videos on this. I was like, yeah, okay, I know how to use Dragonfire now. I'm just gonna stay low. And this is exactly what I was thinking at this moment in time during this game. You know, I'll just stay low and I'll kill them. And it did not work out in my favor. Not at all. I got taken out of the air. I don't even know what the accuracy with this thing is. It's just bad. It's really, really bad. Anyways, back to our other conversation. But Engineer, it's an awesome perk, and it's probably one of the most useful perks that I've been able to use in this game. Now, I can give you guys a few things that you want to use it with. You want to use Engineer with Black Hat. Almost all the time, you want to use Engineer with Black Hat. An option, I've realized, if you cannot live without 2 perks, or however many perks, if you can only afford, if you have a free space for your attachments, I mean, if you have a free space for one of your attachments, put on FMJ. Put it on. It is useful. But you don't need it. I'm not even using FMJ on any of my classes, sadly, because I can only afford to put on Suppressor and Foregrip. Those are 2 perks two attachments that I need. If I can afford to put FMJ on, I will put it on in a heartbeat, but obviously I can't. I've considered doing it, but I'm not 100% sure because these concussions have helped me out a whole lot. But that's another story for another time. Put on FMJ if you can. Trust me, you need Black Hat. If you're going to be using Engineer, the biggest way you're going to get the most out of it is using Black Hat. Trust me, without a doubt, you want to put it on, because if you just have Engineer, it's going to help you out, but it's not going to you're not going to get the full experience with Engineer. Other than that, nothing really else comes to mind. Not really at all. I mean, there's not a whole lot of, there's no guns that you want to use with Engineer. There's no other perks that you want to use with it. You can just put on whatever you want, really. I recommend Black Hat and FMJ for the full Engineer experience. Black Hat at least. And then if you can't have either, then your class is either filled up, but it's still useful even if you don't have either Black Hat or FMJ. It's not gonna damage you or anything. Now, I did a looks category last time on PDW, and I think I'm gonna do one with the Engineer logo. I like the logo actually. It looks pretty cool. It has the sentry gun with a little skull on top of it, and then that's pretty cool. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite Call of Duty logos. My favorite by far was probably the Ninja from Modern Warfare 2. I loved that one. That one was awesome. It was so simple, but it was so freaking cool. It was like the best perk. No, but I loved it. The Ninja from Modern Warfare 2 for the ninja thing. But the sentry gun with the skull on top is pretty badass. I would say it's a pretty cool thing to look at. So overall, Engineer, awesome perk, top 3 perk in my opinion. And thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all later.